So 2022, great time, every moment, every minute. And you know something? It is not 2022. It is every day, every moment. All we have to do is just choose to do so. You know, we keep talking about Vedanta, 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 and consciousness, consciousness. And you said, oh my God, again Vedanta, again consciousness, again Upanishad. You know, this knowledge, this wisdom, if you look carefully, today in India, we are going ahead and publicizing Halloween. And there is a tremendous market is opened up. You know, in 1947 we got independence. 1930, there was one great philosopher, K.C. Bhattacharya, Bengali philosopher, great, worldwide famous at that time. He had written that British colonialism possibly is going to go away soon enough. We will be independent. That's 17 years before we got actually the independence. Even the march started. Satyagraha and all that by Bapu Gandhi. But he had foreseen it. He said, Britishers will go away, but the colonialism is not going to go away. It is going to eat you up. And that is what is happening. If you look carefully, we all have to be like this. The Western dress, the Western style, Halloween. Think for a second. You will say, oh, this is a great marketing thing, so Indian shoppers are selling and things like that. Tell me, isn't America, Europe, their shoppers are very dynamic? They too are, but they're not selling Holi or Diwali. So it is, we have kind of, in this colonialism, something happens to us. And that's we lose the creativity. Thinking on our own. And why we are talking about Vedanta and Upanishad is because it is our ancient India. For example, I'll give you, in school days, we were given a topic on logic. I had taken logic as one of the interested subject. And we were learning what? Logic from Greece. What is the idea of learning a Greek logic when Nyaya Shastra of India, today Harvard is doing research on that. And in India, nobody knows about Nyaya Shastra. So we are not teaching ours. Why? And this is what Lord McCall had said. All we have to do, change the education system of the country and just watch. We have India. And even today, it is not gone up from us. And we think it is the answer. Vedanta today, worldwide, is doing an intense research. There are close to 180 units in the world today who is doing this study. Today I'm going to tell you something. Vedanta talks about, you know, this consciousness, ocean, wave, all these. What are these? We have become unconscious of what we are. So this is called dehypnotization of hypnotization. And these are done in the Vedantic tale, thousands of years onwards, not because of the British. Thousands of years onwards, it is dehypnotizing. So they came out with beautiful stories. Otherwise, you say what? We are consciousness. How can you say we are consciousness? We are a mind, we are a body, we got a name, we got form. How am I going to expect people to understand and believe it? So what they came out with wonderful, powerful stories, and they call Adhyaru Apuvada. Nish Prapancha Prapanchate. Difficult English, difficult Sanskrit, but it's not very difficult. All it means is dehypnotizing or imposition, superimposition. You know, superimposing on top of something which you were thinking actually is something else. So I'll tell you a short story, very short. A famous story of a donkey. You know, this washerman, many of you, all of you must have seen a washerman carrying clothes on the back of a donkey. How many of you have not seen? Can I see your hand? Have not seen. Everybody see. It's quite common feature in India, though today you got the dry cleaners and things like that and washing machine at home. So he has taken the donkey to the riverbed, long distance, must be 4-5 kilometers they have walked, and now he is going to take off the clothes to go and put it into the riverbed, and then he will wash the whole day. And he suddenly realized he's forgotten to bring the rope with which to tie the donkey. Now he is in grief. What am I going to do? He cannot leave the donkey like that because donkey will wander off. And how is he going to come back? He can't even leave the donkey and go and start washing. His whole day is gone. If he goes back to get the donkey's rope, he will spend 4-5 hours. His whole day is gone. So there is one wise man was passing by from the close by village. They always are very kind and loving those days. They didn't mind their own manner. They always wanted to come and say hello. Came and said, why are you looking so worried? So the washerman, sir, I'm in big grief. I've forgotten the rope. Do you have any rope? He said, you don't need a rope. Yeah? How? He said, all you do, show to the donkey, make sure he sees it, that you're tying him. And tie it around the tree. He said, that's all. He said, that's all. He said, how? There is no rope. He said, just try it. He did it. And the donkey was standing there. And now he goes, takes his clothes, starts washing, and once in a while he's looking back to see the donkey. And donkey is very standing still. Statue. He's very happy. He finishes the whole day's work, dries up, things like that, and comes back, loads it up into the donkey. And he said, come on, let's go, friend. Chal hut. Typical way. But now, donkey is not moving. He again said, gives word for chal hut. Donkey is not moving. And he tries pushing him, something, spends 1 or 2 minutes, donkey is not moving. And he knew the gentleman who would come and talk to him stays in that house. He goes running and he said, sir, you put him into big trouble. Donkey is not moving now. What do I do? If there was a rope I had tied up, I will untie him. Now what do I do? He said, you had tied him. He had seen you tied up. Did you untie him? He said, no, how do I untie? There is no rope. He said, go and show it to donkey that you're untying him. So he goes and does it, and the donkey looks and he removes it from the tree and he said, chal hut, donkey starts moving. Now this is what has happened. Vedanta teaches us, this is what has happened to you and me. We think we are tied up to this body and to the name and the form. Whereas donkey was always free. But donkey thought he's tied up. You and I also think we are tied up. And this is called dehypnotization or hypnotization to dehypnotization. Adhyara apavada. Just see, we feel we are tied up to this name, to this body, to the form, to the sickness, to the disease, to the bad relationship. Oh my God, I have to go back to that home again. How am I going to face that in-law or husband or wife or that friend or the job? And I have to go and meet those people. I'm not very appreciated. Financial crisis. And all along, you're absolutely free. All you have to do is get connected away from that body and the mind. How do you do that? That is what Mandakya Upanishad talks about. We had given a brief glimpse at it. I'll not get into it. It is staying awake, Jagrat, like we are right now, in the sleep state. Swapna, you dream, and then you go into deep sleep state. These are the 3 states you and I have. But what we have forgotten is that there is another state. And it is called Chaturtham in the Upanishad. And Shankaracharya, the great guru of India, about 1400 years ago, his guru is Guru, Gaudapada. He calls it Turiya. That 4th state is actually you and I are. And when you do meditation on that and you suddenly start to realize it, you say, my God, I am not the waker, I am not the dreamer, I am not the deep sleeper, I I'm something else. And what? I have the power to do anything in this 2022 and onwards. So, remember that sentence we had shared a few days ago, that the reality that you call reality and you witness and you experience on the outside is actually entirely dependent on the state of your own mind. If you're peaceful and happy, everybody's good and happy and everybody's laughing, joyful, very good. And if you're in mind state is very bad, world is very bad. So you have a nice day and a very nice year, great ahead.